All right. Good afternoon, everybody. Hello. Can you guys hear me?
Yes. Good afternoon.
All right. Good afternoon. How are you guys doing? So
Fine.
this meeting is to help all those who have gone through the medical examination successfully to start your 16-week course. Now, I'm going to mute everybody, going to do a short presentation. And during that time, we do not want any interruptions, especially from the children in your background. So we'll mute all of you temporarily. You cannot unmute yourself. And if any new person joins, the new person cannot unmute themselves. And at the later part of my presentation, I will unmute everybody for you to ask questions if you have any. In the meantime, whilst my presentation is going on, if you have any question, you can post it in the chat and do well to respond. So once again, welcome. Welcome to the start of your beautiful journey to fulfill your American dream. We are very excited. We have walked this path and have gotten to this stage. Now, I'm sharing my screen, and I believe all of you can share your screen. Now that you have passed your medical examination, the next is to send you your employment contract. And on your screen now is a copy of that employment contract. And this will be a contract between you, a registered nurse, and or a nursing assistant, and your future employer in the United States. Your future employer is United Methodist. Okay. A few background information. You see, most people think the US is like Ghana or Africa, where when you need a job in the formal sector, just get up, put in an application to a company or a firm, and you're employed. In the US, it's totally different. It's hugely different. It's so especially when you're a foreigner looking for the opportunity to work in the US and most of the European countries. In the US, you will need, if you're a foreigner, you want to go to the US to work, you will need a recruitment agency, and not the least, a company registered in the US, licensed to recruit foreigners to come and work in the US. To file for your green card. So for you to go and work in the US, your employer must file for you, must sponsor your filing. So your green card, your visa, your air ticket, accommodation when you arrive in the US for the first 2-3 months to settle in, whilst you do your social security, without which you cannot officially work in the US formally, and housing and all manner of things. is all on your future employer in the US. Without your employer, you cannot achieve this. So this employment contract covers all that. I'm going to quickly run through it, and then when we finish from Monday onwards, you're going to receive emails individually with a copy of your employment contract. Then you take your time to study it. You take your time to engage your lawyers, your family to study it. The goal of this interaction is not to teach you the content of the employment contract. Far from it. It's just to introduce you to it and highlight the key provisions in the contract. If you want a deeper meaning and a deeper understanding of the contract, you will need to engage your own lawyers to help you. So for nursing assistant, this is your employment contract. So you see the title, United Methodist Homes and Services. Nursing Assistant Employment Agreement. And it says this Nursing Assistant Employment Agreement, or into bracket agreement, entered into on dash date and year by and between United Methodist Homes and Services, UMH&S, with principal offices at 5145 North Glenwood Avenue, Chicago, Illinois, with the postcode 60640. And dash nursing assistant. So here, you're going to have your name inserted in this blank space. So that is for nursing assistant. For registered nurse, the introduction is the same. So this is that for the registered nurse. So for the registered nurse, is registered nurse employment agreement. This registered nurse employment agreement, to bracket agreement, entered into on to date by and between United Methodist Homes and Services, UMH&S, United Methodist Healthcare Recruitment, UMHR, and Chicago Methodist Senior Services, CMSS, all located at 5145 North Glenwood Avenue, Chicago, Illinois, 60640, collectively known as UMH&S, and then the registered nurse will insert the name here. Okay. So it's the same contract, just that we have one for registered nurses and one for CNAs. And back to the one for the CNA. So it says, whereas nursing assistant wishes to come to the United States to work as an employee of UMH&S, to provide nursing services for and at facilities operated by UMH&S and its clients. And whereas in connection with nursing assistant employment, UMH&S will expend substantial resources to screen, prepare for, and engage in visa processing, transport, provide temporary housing of nursing assistant, and to assist in her or his compliance with all immigration laws, licensing, and other prerequisites of employment as a nursing assistant in the area served by UMH&S and its clients. And whereas subject to either party terminating nursing assistant employment for cause as set forth in paragraph 9, herein, nursing assistant agrees to provide a minimum of 8,320 hours of nursing assistant services to UMNH and or its client, and UMNH agrees to employ nursing assistant at least until such time as nursing assistant has provided a minimum of 8,320 of nursing services for UMNH and or its clients. Unless nursing assistant employment is terminated for cause, the parties anticipate that nursing assistant employment with UMNH will last a minimum of 3 weeks. Okay, so what is the meaning of this introduction? Basically, you nursing assistant is willing to work in the US. United Methodist is looking to recruit you, and United Methodist is going to spend substantial costs in getting you to the US. In that regard, nursing assistant, when you get to the US, you'll be bonded to work for us, for United Methodist, for a period of 3 years. And in the US, working hours is calculated in hours. So 8,320 hours or 3 years, whichever comes first. Now, during this bonded period, this 3-year period, you will be paid your full salary. We do not do any salary deduction. We will not touch your salary for that 3-year period. You earn your salaries in full. So the money we're going to spend on your visa and your green card, when you go to the US and you work that 3 years, that is it. You don't owe us any money. But if for whatever reason you're not able to provide that 3 years of service, then you'll be asked to pay. And it is a heavy cost. So please bear that in mind. Now, so the contract is long. It sets out, let me just go back a bit. The contract will set out nursing assistant duties and responsibilities under the contract. And then, as an agency, we use lawyers in filing all your process. And we use one of the best immigration lawyers in the US. They are called Winterston Law Group. So once you sign this contract, you, the nursing assistant, agree that we should continue to use Winterston Law Group for the purposes of filing and obtaining your immigration. So let me read that part. It says, UMHS agrees to arrange for hiring of the Winterston Law Group or another attorney at law to serve as nursing assistant legal counsel to assist nursing assistant in the process of obtaining an immigrant visa for nursing assistant to come to the United States and work as a nursing assistant. Nursing assistant consents to United Methodist hiring Winterston as nursing assistant legal counsel. The nursing assistant agrees to cooperate with Winterston attorneys in connection with the legal services that Winterston will be providing to the nursing assistant. So it's there. Lawyers will do everything for the filing, the green card, the visas, all the works. We use ring casting. They've been providing this service for United Methodists for more than 20 years now. So they really, really know what they are doing. Okay. Then you will see United Methodist rights and responsibilities. Then what is expected of nursing assistant departure to the United States. When you arrive in the United States, what you'll be doing, and human resource in the United States, how you'll be paid, your medical examination. Remember, when you're going to do your medical examination, we'll explain to you that it's not just one medical examination you'll be doing. In total, you'll be doing a minimum of 3 or 4 medical exams. So the fees you pay for the medical examination is not just for one medical examination, but for all the 3 or 4 medical examinations you'll be doing. You'll be doing at least 2 medical examinations in Ghana. You have done the first one. The second one will be when you are going for your visa. The U.S. Embassy in Accra will ask you to go to their medical facility to do medical examination. And the medical exams you did, you'll be doing almost the same thing with the U.S. Embassy. So this is really to get you to know your state of your well-being as far as working is concerned. So remember when you went for the medical exams, there was a doctor who did a physical examination plus x-rays plus all the urine and all the other tests, just to be sure when the time comes, your visa is ready and you are going, medical examination will not be a problem for you. If we identify any problem now, we'll help you to resolve those problems before the time comes. Then we come to compensation. How will you be paid? How much will you be paid? Will there be any salary reduction? Is under compensation. It says once fully licensed as a nursing assistant by the state of Illinois or other states where nursing assistant will be employed, and after you, United Methodist assigns nursing assistant to work at a facility, nursing assistant shall begin providing the services required by this agreement. Initially, United Methodist shall pay nursing assistant at a rate of at least $16.29 per hour, which pursuant to www.flcdatacenter.com is at least the prevailing wage in effect for Cook County, Illinois, at the time this agreement is signed. Nursing assistant will always be paid at least the higher of the prevailing wage for Cook County, Illinois, or for the location of the facility where the nursing assistant will be assigned. The United States government or Cook County, Illinois, may change the prevailing wage once per year. And if so, nursing assistants' base rate pay will increase to the new rate unless nursing assistant is already being paid at a rate higher than the prevailing wage. Unless and until nursing assistant becomes a supervisor or becomes another exempt employee under applicable wage per hour guidelines, nursing assistant shall be paid over time at not less than 1.5 times their current hourly rate for hours worked in excess of 40 hours a week. Now, what is the meaning of all this? This is what it means. One, when you get to the US to start working, you are going to work 40 hours a week. 40 hours a week. 40 hours a week means 8 hours a day. 8 hours a day. You're going to work in shifts. So your shift will be 8 hours per shift, not more than that. Any hours you work above this 8 hours per shift, you'll be paid overtime. Okay? And the overtime is calculated 1.5 times the prevailing wage. So if you divide 16, let's round the hourly rate to $16 per hour. Half of it is $8. So if you work $8, when you add it to 16, becomes $24. So let's say for a particular, for whatever reason, you work overtime for, let's say, 50 hours. Your first 40 hours will be calculated at $16 per hour. Then the extra $10 will be calculated at $24 per hour. That is 1.5 times your hourly rate. When you get to the US and you work on weekends, okay, so let me go back. You're working 8 hours per week, Mondays to Fridays. You are off Saturdays and Sundays. Let me repeat that part. 8 hours per shift, Mondays to Fridays. You are off Saturdays and Sundays. Off to do whatever you want to do. Now, but for whatever reason you work during weekends, let's say your co-worker has fallen sick, she will not be able to come to work, and your shift supervisor had spoken to you and said, okay, come this weekend. So for that 2 days, you work 8 hours, 8 hours. That attracts even a totally different overtime payment. The working days overtime is 1.5 times. The weekend overtime is double your hourly rate. So if you work weekends, you get 16 times 2, which is $32. So whatever hours, let's say you work 8 hours Saturday, 8 hours Sunday. So that will be 16 hours times $32. Okay? So the US is totally different. Ghana, we know most of you nurses, you work totally tired, weak. At the end of the month, same salary. No. In the US, will be treated fairly and better. Okay. Now, apart from your salary, what else will you be getting? Is that all? That is not all. You are going to get, and that is under benefits 8. United Methodist shall provide nursing assistants with the same benefit provided to all United Methodist nursing assistants, which will include, but not limited to, a group health and life insurance benefits. So health insurance, the insurance will cover you and your children, if you have children, and your spouse, if you're married. And then vacation and paid sick leave. Other benefits may be offered either at no cost or on a per pay period fee basis. Let me quickly explain this part. In the US, you are paid per hour. So you go to work today, you clock in. When you close and you clock out, the number of hours worked is what is calculated to pay you. So for whatever reason you are not able to go to work, it means you'll not be able to clock in, and therefore your salary at the end of the week will be zero. Oh, and yes, by the way, in the US, you'll be paid every 2 weeks. When you start working, you'll be paid every 2 weeks. You are not going to be paid at the end of the month. Your salary comes every 2 weeks. So if for whatever reason you are sick and you are not able to go to work, you get paid sick leave. You will be paid exactly the same rate as though you came to full days shift. Okay? Then if you go on vacation, there are vacation periods. When you go, they tell you, I think that the sick days, I think 6 days. If you are sick, you'll be paid up to a maximum of 6 days. Vacation, and I think it's 2 weeks. 2 weeks, you go on vacation, you get paid as though you are working. Okay? And then there's one more, family holidays. I think I have to check on that. But whatever it is, the first line says, United Methodist shall provide you, nursing assistant, with the same benefits, the same conditions of service provided to all United Methodist nursing assistants in the US. So the American nursing assistant will not earn higher than you, or the American nursing assistant will not earn lower than you. Your salary, your working condition, everything is exactly the same as the American nursing assistant or any other country nursing assistant working with you. So please bear that in mind. Then B, United Methodist will provide workers' compensation benefit to nursing assistant in accordance with the United States labor law at the work site. Ghana, do our workmen compensation work? It's been a long time since I heard anything about workmen compensation. But in the US, you get injured at the work site for whatever reason, you get full compensation for that. That is in accordance with the United States law, the whole nation. There's a law for that. Then the third one, United Methodist shall provide nursing assistant with orientation and training for the purposes of familiarizing him or herself with all applicable job-related procedures, and nursing assistant agrees to attend any and all such trainings given, together with any reasonable continuing education or refresher courses which may be given thereafter. So orientation, all the rest, you get that one. Then with input from the manager of the facility where nursing assistant is assigned, United Methodist will provide nursing assistant with annual performance evaluations when merit pay increases will be considered. So every year, there will be performance evaluation. In the US, performance evaluation means salary increase every year. Okay. One last thing. If we ever forget to tell you, United Methodist has facilities in 20 states in the US. 20 out of the 50 states in the US will have facilities all over there. When the time comes, everything is set and we are going, we will assign you to your final home state. When everything is said and done, you are going, you all will first go to Chicago, where our head office is. You'll be there for 2 months. During these 2 months, your accommodation feeding, transportation, and orientation. The orientation we just spoke about, and all training to help you settle down, to familiarize with the work and everything will be done there. When you fly, let's say your visa is ready, you get your ticket, you fly today, and you land in the US tomorrow. Your salary will start calculating your salary the following day you arrive in the US. You start calculating it for you so that at the end of the 2 weeks, you get your salary. So during the time you are doing orientation, during the time you are doing your social security, everything you are doing in the US on our account, you will be paid fully until finally you are assigned to your home state where you're going to live and work permanently, well, to serve the contract, the 3 years contract. All right. So the rest, okay. Now let me read this one. And that one will settle you completely. It says, United Methodist recoupment of expenses paid on nursing assistant behalf. Remember, we said we're going to spend money on your green card, your visa, your air ticket, and how do you pay back? So let's read that part. A, nursing assistant understands and agrees to reimburse United Methodist for any fees and expenses for nursing assistant and any dependent as set forth in paragraph 4F. Nursing assistant will reimburse United Methodist by United Methodist making payroll reduction each pay period from payroll amount due nursing assistant from United Methodist. Nursing assistant hereby consent to this deduction in advance by United Methodist for nursing assistant and its dependent. The amount deducted per pay period will be dependent by payment plan established by United Methodist. Okay, hold your horses. Don't relax. Let's keep reading. B, the amount of payroll reductions for expenses mentioned in 4F and 10A will be clearly communicated by United Methodist to nursing assistant before the deduction begins. The payroll reduction will begin in the nursing assistant 3rd month of employment and will continue for a minimum duration of 6 months or until such a time nursing assistant has reimbursed United Methodist for all amount paid or advanced by United Methodist pursuant to paragraph 4F. We will need to read paragraph 4F. Nursing assistant may choose to pay all or portion of the total amount owed United Methodist for expenses mentioned in 4F and 10A by lump sum before the end of the 6 months period. Okay, let's keep going. In the event that nursing assistant employment terminates before nursing assistant has reimbursed United Methodist for all expenses due to United Methodist pursuant to paragraph 4F, 10A, and 10B, United Methodist shall be entitled to deduct amounts still due it from amounts due and owing to nursing assistant in connection with nursing assistant final paycheck from United Methodist. Nursing assistant hereby is consent to this deduction. Then D, in the event that nursing assistant terminates his or her employment without just cause at any time prior to nursing assistant completion of the required 8,320 hours of service hours, nursing assistant agrees to reimburse United Methodist for 1, all fees and expenses pursuant to paragraph 2C, 2D, 2E, 4E, 4F, and those in 10A and 10B that remain unpaid even after the final paycheck identified in paragraph 10C and 2. And 2, any other expenses or losses, including the demonstrable lost profits and replacement costs caused to United Methodist as a result of nursing assistant leaving his or her employment prior to the completion of the required 8,320 of service hours. Nursing assistant shall pay all amount due United Methodist within 30 days after United Methodist serves a written demand upon nursing assistant for payment via mail, email, or personal delivery. Okay, there is one term somewhere. Just hold your horses. Hold your horses. Okay, so these are the 4A, timing of departure, 4B, 4C, 4D. Your air ticket is 4E. 4F is nursing assistant who shall arrange accommodation and airfare for all their dependents. Okay, so 4F is at nursing assistant own expense. Nursing assistant shall arrange for accommodation and airfare for any and all dependents who ultimately will be joining nursing assistant in the United States. In this regard, to enable nursing assistant to adjust to his or her new environment, nursing assistant should not arrange for any dependent to arrive in the United States for at least 180 days following the nursing assistant's arrival in the United States. To the extent that United Methodist advances any cost and fees for any nursing assistant's dependent, nursing assistant shall reimburse United Methodist for their aforesaid costs and fees paid by United Methodist pursuant to the terms in paragraph 10. So the one I read before this is actually for your dependents, your family who will be joining you in the US. You are supposed to bear their costs. They are not our employees. You are our staff. So we spend on you. I'm looking for the one that says, that once you work that hours, you'll be exempted from paying all expenses incurred on your behalf. Where is that clause? Okay, it is in somewhere when you get it. When you get it and you read it carefully, you'll find it. It's in there. I can't find it immediately. But okay, I cannot immediately find it. But you take your time and read it when you get it. It's in there. So For purpose of emphasis, when you get to the US, you work your 8,320 hours, you do not refund anything to United Methodists, except for that fees that you're supposed to pay in Ghana, you did not pay. Remember, you are paying, if you are a nursing assistant, is 7,000, you're only paying half. And then if you are a registered nurse, you are paying 8,000, but you are paying half. That half, when you get to the US, you would have to work and pay for it. Okay, you take your time when you get it, you'll find it. I don't want this meeting to drag too long. I don't want this meeting to drag too long. Otherwise, I'll find it for you. Oh, come on. Okay, so here you will see some of the clauses. After arrival in the US, United Methodist shall provide specific training in the US. After nurse arrival, the training may lead to certified nurse assistant or other certification, and so on and so forth. Then United Methodist will arrange for temporary housing for nursing assistant for a minimum of 60 calendar days. So that's the 2 months I was talking about. By the time nursing assistant arrives in the US, nursing assistant will be responsible for making his or her own permanent housing arrangement to begin at least after the conclusion of the 60-day period. The nursing assistant must secure either an international driver's license prior to arriving in the United States or obtain a state's driver's license within 30 days of his arrival in the United States if they wish to drive in the United States. Driving to work may be required for nursing assistant employment. So those of you who do not know how to drive, you must start learning how to drive. And then when the time comes, you get an international driver's license. Oh, okay, don't worry. I'll find that clause and paste it on the page for all of you to see. Okay, so that is it for the contract. I have not gone deeper into it. I've not gone deeper into it. When you get it, you'll have time to digest it. And if there are any questions you have, we'll answer them. You can actually post the question on the page for everybody else to see. Now, I want to go to the second part of my presentation, which is starting your coursework. Now, you must start your course. And like we told you from the beginning, your coursework. Oh, and by the way, let me go one step back. Your employment contract is the same for registered nurses. Registered nurses, instead of working 8 hours, 8,320 hours, registered nurses will work 6,240 hours. 6,240 hours. Okay. So then registered nurses' duties and responsibilities. Registered nurses must pass an NCLEX RN and then IELTS exams. NCLEX RN exams first, then later IELTS exams. You also consent to Winterston Law Group, providing legal services for your green card and everything. And then duties of United Methodist departure from Ghana to the US, arrival in the United States, all the things we talked about under nursing assistant, compensation, benefits. Okay, so let's see compensation salary. For registered nurses, your salary, if you are starting, when you go and you arrive, initially, whilst the CNAs will be starting at $16 about, yours will be starting at $34 per hour. $34 per hour, which is the rate ruling at the time this agreement is signed. When you arrive and the rate is higher, you will get the higher rate. Remember I said we are in 20 states. In the US, some states pay higher than others. So when you get to, say, New York, a New York rate for CNAs is about 18 to 20, about $25 per hour. Very high. While some state is lower. But when you get to the state where it is higher, when you get to the state where it is higher than the rate stated in the agreement, we will not say, oh, because we signed the agreement and it's $16, that's what we are paying you. No. We get to New York and say it is $25 per hour. We'll pay you that $25 per hour. But when you go to a state where the rate is lower, then we'll stick to the higher, which is in your employment contract for you. We will not say, we are paying you 16, we are paying you the lower rate. Let's say if it is $15 in another count, in another state. Meanwhile, we signed the agreement for a minimum of $16. We will not say it is lower, so we are paying you the lower amount. No, we want to be fair to you. Okay. So we'll be answering some of these questions as we go along. Then the rest of the contract for okay, so here I have found the clause I'm looking for in the registered nurse contract, but it's also in the CNA. So under clause 10, United Methodist recruitment of expenses paid on nurses' behalf. It restates all the expenses we incur on you that you will have to pay. But the last line here says, the parties agree that United Methodist shall only seek to recover such expenses if nurse fails to complete the 6,240 hours contemplated by this agreement. So if you work the 6,240 hours for us, you'll be forgiven all those expenses. Okay. Except for expenses we incurred on your family's behalf. So we are filing for you, our applicant. But let's say you have a wife and 3 children. You, our applicant, will be responsible for the air ticket, for the visa of your wife and your children. We are not responsible. But when the time comes and you say, oh, I have used all my money for this process. I'm now in the US new. I don't have money. Can you help us? Yes. We will surely help you pay the visa fees for your family, pay their air ticket for your family to join you in the US. And when they get there, you will work and pay us that expense. That expense will not forgive you, even if you work all the required bonded period. The one who will forgive you is the one we spend on you, our applicant. I hope that distinction is made clear. Okay. All right. Now, let's start your course. I'm going to show you, and I want you to pay attention to this part of the presentation. Take a pen and paper. You need to note some key points down. I'm sharing my screen now. Take a pen and paper. You need to note some key points down. 1, your online course starts from Monday. Monday, 21st July 2025 starts, is the beginning of your online course. So somebody will say, how do I access this online course? It's easy. I'm going to show you now. And I need you to take a pen and paper and write the points down. Now, to access your course, first you need to go to our website. And we have a separate website for our course. I'm typing now the website address, and I need you to write the website address down. And you must make sure you write the correct thing, because if you make one little mistake, you don't put a dot where the dot will be. You don't put a dot where the dot must be, you will not be able to access it. So the courses website is courses.aguinaldogh.com. Courses is spelled COURSES .aguinaldogh.com. If you leave out an S, if you leave out a dot, if you leave out GH, if you leave out an M, the slight mistake you do, it will not take you to the right place. So, waiting for you to finish writing, courses.aguinaldogh.com. So, in any browser, in any web browser, either Explorer or Chrome. I'm using Chrome now. Or if you are using Safari on your iPhone or iPad, it works. Just type in the address bar where I just typed, courses.aguinaldogh.com. When you finish, you press enter. And then you wait a while to load. It is loading. In a few minutes, it will fully load and the web page will display. The web page that will display is slightly different from the website where you went to register, to submit your application. So we have 2 websites. One is the general website, which contains the information, the application process. That one is different. This new website is for the course you're going to do. So please note this. Anytime you want to log into your course and you go to the first website, you will not be able to access the course. You need to come to this website, courses.aguinaldogh.com. All right. Now, so this is the website for the course. Come down, you will see these are our successful NCLEX passes that we took to the Philippines, and they took the exams and passed, all of them. The NCLEX is a tough exam, super, super tough exams. Okay, so you come here, you get a lot more information about that. Now, on the top right corner of these websites, you will see a login. Top right-hand corner, login. Click on login. When you click on login, it will bring you to a login page. And you see, hi, welcome to Aguinaldo Ghana Recruitment Agency. Enter your details to log in in your account. So you see username or email address and password. Then you see forgot your password, then log in. Now, for all first-time users, you will not use it for now. You have to scroll down. When you scroll down, you will see or log in using your account. Then you see a Gmail logo. First time using this website, for full access to this site, you first need to create an account. So you come here, you click on create account, and the system will ask you to fill some form, create a new account. First, you need to put in your username, and then you need to create a password. And then you must always read. One of the amazing thing and the sad thing about all of you, you have a big reading problem. Please drop that attitude. Everything you'll be doing from here onwards, all the way to the US, is about reading. If you don't read, the thing will be right in front of you. You'll be asking somebody for it. Okay, so here, the password. It says the password must have at least 8 characters, at least 1 digit, at least 1 lowercase, and at least 1 uppercase, at least 1 special character such as asterisk, dash, or hash. So use that to combine and create a beautiful password. You put it there. Please do not forget your password. If you forget your password, you call me, I will not be able to get it for you. So once you create a password, please write it down. Keep it somewhere safe. Then put in your email address. Please, the email address you are going to use here must be your personal email address, not your husband, not some cafe email address, not somebody's email address. You don't have an email address, your own, please create one. And that email address will be the email address you're going to use for the entire process from now till you get to the United States. So it will ask you to repeat the email address, and then you scroll down, you put in your first name, your last name. Your first name is your given name. Your last name is your family name or your surname. Then your city. The default is Accra. If you are in Kumasi, clean it and type Kumasi. Then country. If you are outside Ghana, wherever you are, put the country's name there. When you finish, you just click on create account. And that's it. You have created the account. Now, when you finish creating the account, you will need to take a screenshot of the account you have created. When you finish creating the account, you must log in using your username or password. So to log in, in fact, when you finish creating the account, the system will automatically log you to your cost pay, your dashboard. But for whatever reason, if you are not able to log in, you just come to the login page, you put in your username and password. If the username does not work, put in email address, the email address you used to create the account. Put in the email address and your password, and then you just click on login, and it will log in into your dashboard like this. When you log in for the first time, your dashboard will show here 0, activities to complete 0, courses 0, activities due 0. This is your account dashboard. And then you'll see a calendar and all the works. We'll explain what all the other features is used for. Now, when you finish creating the account, You must now follow the following steps I'm going to demonstrate to upload your receipt for the payment you made for your own medical examination. You need to upload that receipt. When you upload it, it will go to the US. Within 24 hours, it will be approved. And once it is approved, when you come, you will see courses 1 enroll. It means your course has been placed on your dashboard and you must start the course. And you are starting Monday. So you have today till Sunday evening to create a course account and upload your receipt. Now, once you have created a course account and you are on the account dashboard, everything will be 0000. You will now come to the top here, you see home. You click on home. When you click on home, it will bring you here. You are still logged in. It will bring you here. Now you scroll down all the way down to featured courses. You scroll down to this place. If you are an NCLEX nurse, you are preparing to take the NCLEX, those who would RGN, you click on NCLEX Prep. If you are a CNA, you click on Nursing Assistant. So for demonstration purpose, I'm using the CNA. I click on Nursing Assistant. And it will bring you here. When it brings you here, you see enroll now. There should be a video here that shows it. It's very private, you work on it. Okay. Then you scroll down to select payment type. You click on select payment type. When you click on select payment type, it will bring you to bank transfer, an amount 7,703 Ghana cedis. From here, you click on proceed. Okay. Then this is bank transfer, enrollment in nursing assistant program. If you are registered nurse, you see bank transfer enrolled in NCLEX Prep. Total cost indicated. Ignore the total cost, just focus and proceed. Then you click on start process. I hope you are following what I'm doing so far. When you click on start process, you still see bank transfer, but this time you see an icon to choose and upload a file. Maximum file, so maximum size for the new file should be 5 megabytes. You can either click to upload a file or you can drag and drop the file here. Accepted file types, document file, doc, docx, so on, PDF, JPEG, and so on. Any format of that receipt. The receipt you have for paying for your own medical exams. That is what you are going to upload. So you click on choose file and choose file again. It will take you to your device. If you are using your cell phone, it will take you to your cell phone. If you are using, what do you call it, a laptop like I do, to take you into your computer to load a file. So now you go and look for the receipt on your machine and upload. I'm going to upload something for the sake of example. So let's say miscellaneous. Okay, so if this is my invoice, sorry, my receipt, I just double click on it. You see the name appear here. invoice. So in your case, receipt, blah, blah, blah. Then you come down, you click on upload this file. Once you finish, you will see the name of the document displayed here. Invoice, Baptist, blah, 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 Medical Center. In your case, receipt, it will show there. Once you get this to this point, you are finished. All you need to do next is to take a screenshot and then post it on the WhatsApp page, the group page. Don't add your name, nothing. Just post it there. Once you post it, and I'm going to post it now. So I go to the interview page and I post it there. That is all you need to do. You are done. When you finish, don't call me and tell me, say, I finished uploading. Don't do anything. Don't send it to me privately. Just post it on the group page. That is all you are supposed to do. Now, once you do that, there are other people on the page. My other colleagues, IT people are there. They will alert the people in the US within 24 hours. Some of you will even get the approval 1 hour later, 2 hours, but maximum 24 hours it will be approved. And the course will be deposited on your dashboard. So when it is done, once you have finished within 24 hours, just log in, you check your dashboard. You will see courses enrolled 1, courses completed 0, activities completed 0, activities due 448. Now your course is on your dashboard. How to start? How do you start? To start, you come to My Courses at the top there, next to dashboard, and it will load. Now, this is an NCLEX student. So you see the course loaded for her, NCLEX Prep. For CNA, the course will be Nursing Assistant to be here. Then you click on View Course. So My Courses and then View Course. I hope you are noting all those points down. Then it will bring you to this is your course dashboard. For NCLEX nurses, your book, you come here, you see course menu. Then you have general, announcement, assignment upload, NCLEX forum, NCLEX book. For NCLEX nurses, you click on NCLEX book, you download the official textbook for the NCLEX course. The same CNAs, you see a same format, announcement, assignment, CNA forum, and CNA book. You click, you download, then you will have assessment 1, assessment 2, assessment 3. So this is where you start your course. You click on assessment 1. Whether you're an NCLEX student or CNA, you will have the assessment 1, assessment 2, assessment 3 there. You click to take the test. This is the same test you took previously. When you finish taking the test, you see mark done. You click on mark done. Then you click on next activity down there. It will take you to assessment 2. You take the test. Remember, now you will see assessment 1, assessment 2, assessment 3. The system will always tell you, click here to access the assessment. Then passcode, NCS2ZOR. Each of them has passcode under the link. You need to read. Guys, you have a reading problem. So we are warning you, please read. Everything you need to do is on your dashboard. Everything you need to do is on your dashboard. Don't ask anybody anything. It is you and your dashboard. Tutorials, course, assignment, test, everything is there. Once you read, you find it. If you begin to ask questions, it means you have not been reading. Okay. Now, so you need to finish assessment 1, assessment 2, assessment 3. And always remember to click mark done when you are finished. If you don't click mark done, you cannot go to the next activity. And you click on mark done, it will take you to the next activity. For NCLEX people, you see test taking for NCLEX. Then there are topics there. You click on each topic. Time management, critical thinking. After critical thinking, there's a critical thinking quiz you need to take. Bloom's taxonomy. Then what guides nurses' practice? What is NCLEX? Anatomy of the NCLEX question exam, SATA. Select all that apply. Absolute words, opposites, and saying, priority, acute versus chronic, nursing process, what to know, duplicate fact. These are all topics, they are here. For nurses, for CNAs, your course is grouped into weeks. So you have week 1, 4 chapters, week 2, 4 chapters, week 3, 4 chapters. My good friends, you will need to finish one topic before you can go to the next topic. If there's a test for you to take, once you open to that test, there's an instruction there. You need to take that test and pass. There's always a passing score. If you don't get that passing score and you try to move to the next topic, the system won't allow you. There are padlocks. You see padlock at the end of each topic. If you don't finish Bloom's taxonomy and you want to jump to the next topic, okay? So this nurse, let me see. I don't think she has done the Bloom's taxonomy yet. If you attempt to go to the next topic, see where it has taken us to basic care and comfort. But the next topic is actually what guides the nurse and practice. The system will throw you off. Sometimes it will not even permit you. Look at where basic care and comfort is. It's down, 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 down. See, basic care and comfort. And it will not even open for you. So to navigate and make progress on the course, open to the topic, make sure you have to finish everything you need to do there. And then always mark, click mark done, mark as done. If you don't click it, the system will not allow you to proceed. And if you don't finish what you're supposed to do there, when you click mark as done, it will not click. Sometimes you not even see it until the system had finished and ensure that you have finished everything. On some of the pages, there are videos to watch. There are videos to watch. Let me click this one, like time management. CNAs, on some of your pages, there are videos to watch. So here you will see there's a video. Okay, there's a video. This is a video of your teacher teaching you the particular topic. Get a notebook anytime you sign on, write down notes, because at the end of the tutorial, you go and meet a quiz. And the quiz or a drill test will be questions on things you have been taught. Okay? So this is how you're going to navigate. The 16 weeks at your own pace, you can log in anytime, morning, afternoon, midnight, dawn, when you're on the bus going to work, when you're on the bus home, wherever. There's no limit on the number of topics you need to complete. If you take leave and finish the entire course, 16 weeks in 1 month, you are welcome to do so. If you are the lazy type who will give excuses, some of you are. Oh, I'm working. Oh, you see, I'm a mother. I have children to take care of. 1 year, you'll be here. It's your own cup of tea. If you finish early, you come and write your final CNA exams. You pass, we start filing for you. We will not say we are waiting for the whole class to finish before we start filing for you. So here you are in a class of your own. You move at your own pace. You finish early, we file for you early. Finish late, anytime you are ready, we'll file for you. But you need to finish the 16 weeks course, come and write the final CNA exams. We'll be giving you more information as you go along. When you get to the middle, there are some tests you'll be taking. We call them midterm test, predictor test. You'll be taking it for us to be sure you are really learning and you're making notes, you're making progress. So you finish the course, you come and write your final CNA exams. Once you pass, you start filing for your green card, your visas. Okay, that is it. I want to pause here and I want to unmute your microphone so that if you have any question, you can ask. All right, now your microphones are unmuted, but let it remain muted until you have any question. If you have any question, you raise your hand, I call you, you ask. If you don't have any question, please do not unmute your microphone. Otherwise, it will disturb others. Do you have any question? All right, Emmanuel, your hand is up. You have the floor. Please unmute your microphone and speak.
All right, sir. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Emmanuel.
Yeah. Thank you for a nice and then a deep and detailed presentation.
Both welcome, sir.
Yes, please. My first concern is after the medical exam, the email I received on my report is when I open it, only the X-ray that comes, and it stated that it's not ready.
Oh no.
They haven't
We sent you at least 3 or 4 emails.
Yes, I received first one. And then I think the second day, I think the next two days, I received another one, and it's almost the same email, the same report. That is X-ray.
Okay. So
I intend not to.
So did you reply the mail and said, "Hello guys, I think you are sending me the same thing and this is not complete." Have you done that?
No, I haven't done that because when
All
I
right.
heard that you said there will be online presentation, I decided that I should just keep my cool so that I will ask you during
That
the
is the
presentation.
most amazing thing we find about you people. When you get an email, you will not reply the mail. In fact, there's only one person who replied and said, "Thank you, I've received this mail." Nobody responds to a mail. And yet, anytime you send an email, you expect a reply. So please, if you have any difficulty, just reply to that mail.
Okay, sir.
Hello, I have received this mail. I went for medicals for A, B, C, D test. The results I have received only shows this. It's not complete. Can you send me the rest? Yes. Huh?
Okay.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right.
And then please my second Okay, yes. So please, you stated that we will not be working on weekends. So I don't know. I want to know if uh there are staff that have been especially recruited for weekend job. I want to know that one. And then secondly, um, our previous webinar or online meeting, you stated that they are not going to be salary deduction because it's against the US law. But during this presentation, I think I heard about monthly deduction
Okay.
for a
So
period
that
of
salary
6 months.
reduction thing in the agreement, you need to read it yourself. When you read it, you get the meaning.
Okay, sir.
That's the deeper meaning to that. So wait, when you get the draft, the contract, you read it, you get it. Now,
Okay.
are there people recruited to work on weekends? When you go, you will see there are shifts. If you're a nurse, nurses work by shift, and somebody prepares the shift schedule. So there are days your shift schedule will go on weekends. There are days your shift schedule will go only on weekdays. But the standard is to work Monday to Friday, and Saturday and Sundays you are off. Okay? All
Okay.
right. So I have a question in the chat from Na Shomenote. Good day, Mr. David. Please, even if you have not paid for the course fees, can you upload the medical receipt to start the course? Yes. At this time, nobody here has paid the course fees because we are, okay, just a few people have paid the course fees. Just a few people. But majority of you are yet to pay the course fees. If you have it now, you can pay. Otherwise, simply upload the receipt for the medical examination and it will be approved for you to access the course so that you can start your course work. All right. Who else has a question? Let me see. Apart from Emmanuel. Okay. Then I guess everybody has asked all the questions. Okay. Since you no longer have any question, thank you guys. So we made a recording of this presentation. We're going to post it in the chat. Those who missed it or did not get it, you can play it over and you'll get it. Thank you very much. And remember, your coursework starts Monday. Good evening to you all and goodbye.
Good evening. Thank you, sir.